Goth.
Can you give me the chance to stare at you just one last time? You gotta hear it. Our last dance before we're through. You weren't mine, but that's okay. And it broke my heart when you couldn't stay. Just one last time, you gotta hear it. So much that I couldn't say. I want your mind, can it break right through? Can you give me a chance to stare at you just one last time? You gotta hear it. So last dance before we're through.
Hello, everyone. It's about 1 a.m. at the time of this recording, so what other character would be best to go over gameplay and to get better at than the sleep specialist herself, Anna? I will be going over two concepts that will instantly improve your Ana gameplay and help you get more wins. And those two concepts are positioning and ability usage. While I'll be going over these concepts, I'll be showing replays of my own games so you can see what to do and what not to do with Ferris Mother. Starting with positioning, I would say the number one rule for positioning is to always be behind your tanks. Now, that might be a simple rule, but a lot of times there's a lot of new Ana players who overextend to hit a sleep dart or hit her grenade and leave herself exposed. Being so far up also allows the enemy team to get LOS of you, which is very bad for Ana because you don't have any mobility options to reposition. So especially when you're on stationary characters like Ana and Zenyatta, you have to play very conservative because good players will punish you for being out of position. And you also have to play cover as well. Now, cover depends on the team comp that you're playing. So, for example, if I'm playing like a poke comp, playing against a poke comp, I would want to have a wall in front of me that I can dodge in and out of. Whereas if I'm playing against a dive comp, I want walls to the side of me as to deny the divers LOS of me when they're on off angles. Knowing where to run to is also important as well. When I'm getting dived by a Vendetta or a Reaper, I tend to try to create as much space as possible and try to run away to my team instead of away. You can look at the gameplay clip as an example. There was a Rhine and a Reaper trying their hardest to kill me, and instead of isolating myself, I tried to use the concept that I was talking about before, where I tried to keep a wall to the side of me so they couldn't attack me, and I tried to stay with my team instead of running away from them. Now, my final thoughts about positioning is that you also have to put yourself in position to actually use your abilities and be threatening with them, which a lot of the time is going to be counterintuitive to playing safe, being in the back. So you have to balance when you can go in and when you have to stay back and focus on protecting yourself. If you see an opportunity to get a good sleep off or get a good grenade off, don't be scared to take that opportunity. Just realize the risks you might be taking from getting out of cover in order to land those vital cooldowns. Now, I'll be talking about the most optimal ways to use her abilities, which would be her dart, her grenade, and her ultimate, Nano Boost. Starting with her sleep dart, the two best ways to use this ability is to defend yourself from dives or to shut down important enemy cooldowns. Say there's a Genji or a Xion that's using their ult, it would be very advantageous of you to look for Sleep Dart because the ability basically cancels the ult and can swing fights on its own. Sleep Dart is also an effective tool versus dive, so ideally you want to conserve that cooldown in those matchups so that you have a way to defend yourself against your Genjis, your Ventures, your Vendettas, etc. etc. The next ability I'll be talking about is her grenade. Now, I think the by far best use of her grenade is to anti-heal tanks. I think especially in 5v5 that tank is by far the most important role, and so making their jobs as difficult as possible is the best way to get value out of that cooldown. Yeah, there are gonna be times where you're gonna have to heal yourself or heal your team, but I think the best way to carry with that ability is to constantly anti-heal the front line and give your team opportunities to kill their tank so that they can have the momentum. And finally, we get to Ana's ult, Nano Boost. And I think an underrated tip for this ult is calming to your team who's gonna get Nano so that they can push up, because a lot of times people don't realize when they're Nano boosted. So even like a simple calm of hey, Ryan's boosted or Ramatra's boosted can go a long way. And also another tip, Nano is really good when combo with other ults. Obviously you got Nano Blade, which is a really good combo, but you can also combo it with Ramatra's ult or like any other ults that are like very aggressive and want to make a play and take space. Nano is really good at facilitating that type of gameplay. So yeah, always look to calm your Nano and always look to combo for like maximum impact. Like if you combo a Nano with another ult, it's gonna be a team fight win every single time. And yeah, that was my simple Ana guide. I hope this was relaxing and I hope you have a really good sleep. Good night everyone.